Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will create 3 earrings with Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to create 3 different earrings with GGC Treasure Bag, the festive collection. And here are some of the things that I um, have made so far. So this is a freeform wire wrap thingy with this cute gift, kind of. If you look close to it, it looks like a gift, right? So this bottom bead and the crystal, it looks like a gift. So this is a Christmas wreath. So I'm hanging a gift under the wreath. So that's the thought process for this earrings. All you need is a head pin and some. This is a 18 gauge aluminum wire is what I used. I think if you are using the regular copper wire, you can use 20 gauge. And then 2 beads. This is one of the earring. So the other one is this right here. It's also again like a, you can say it's like a pendant, or I call this chocolate earring. So this roundel with the crystal beads on both sides looks like a chocolate to me, this particular thing. And then these are candies as well. So we have a candy on a wreath. So that's the thought process for this. This I used 18 gauge copper wire in a brushed gold color, and then 3 head pins. And I also use the head pins, the thinner head pins, and for this I used a thicker one. And the thinner head pins, I needed seed beads underneath, otherwise it will go through and through. So I have seed beads for that. All I need is this 2 crystal bead, the elongated rectangle ones that we received in the box, and the heart crystals and the roundel that also we received in the box. So that's the second pair. The third one is a very cute earring as well. So which is this right here. Say if you don't have any wire, if you have a head pin and an eye pin, you can do this earring. It's a long earring. I didn't attach the ear wire yet, but we can make our own ear wires as well. If not, you can use ready-made ones. It's totally up to you. But so this is another long earring that I thought is very cute. So all simple earrings, simple stuff to work with, but they are going to be very very pretty is what I think. So this is an aluminum wire, 18 gauge aluminum wire. It's like a dead soft copper wire is what I feel. So I took about say 1 feet of the wire. You can take about say 10 inches or so. That's more than enough. I'm just straightening the wire with my hands. You don't need a wire straightener for that. As I said, this is like a dead soft copper wire kind of a thing. Tools wise, you need your wire cutters, round nose pliers, needle nose pliers, and also the step looping pliers, or bail making pliers, you can call them. So that's that you need. So I'm taking this big wire. What I did was about say so I used this as what I feel. Let me see, maybe I use this. So about say 1/3 of the wire, I'm just wrapping it around. I think I used the biggest mandrel in this. And once I have one full wrap, so again I keep it inside the same thing, such that I change the direction. So now the cross is in the middle. So you need this much for the top part. So take the longer part of the wire, and then I'm just going to rotate it one more time and crisscross like that. Cinch that up, crisscross everything nice and neat, and remove from the mandrel. So at this point, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead. What did I do here? So one wire I went this way, the other wire I went the other way. So I'm just going to take this and straighten this up. Okay, one. And take this one. I think I straightened up the straight wire is what. Doesn't matter which wire you want to straighten up. You straighten up one wire and come down. So I'm gonna anyways straighten up I'm gonna wrap it with the bigger wire. Okay, so just 2 wraps is enough. So once you have the 2 wrap, okay, so that's what. So this wire is gonna kind of do that. That's okay. So once you have it on the top, take this one and take the wire. Basically you're gonna free wrap around this frame that you created with the mandrel. So there we go, just like that. Okay, so if you think about it this way, okay, so make sure this wrap is nicely done. There you go. Straighten this wire. Don't work this wire a lot. It's not good for wire hardening, because aluminum wire will break if you put a lot of pressure. So be very gentle with it and don't straighten it that much. Like I would say, be very gentle. Okay, so this is not gonna be exactly the same because it's freeform wire wrapping, so it's gonna be a little bit different for every pair, every frame that you make. So keep that in mind and see how many wraps I have made here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5, and one more is what I will make, right? So one more, and then that's about it. You can straighten it if you want to, you can keep it the way it is, it's totally up to you. So bring this one, and about this I would say take this one. Here what I did was I just have this as a longer one, so that's fine. I'm just gonna keep this, bend it at 90 degrees, reposition it, make a loop just like that, and then bring that loop. Just move these wires on the side, bring that loop down where you have your wrap. Okay, and then snip off at the back. Okay, that's done. Just tuck that in a little bit. Okay, take this one right around, make it a wrap around the top of the other wraps, and once you come that way, just snip that off, and then take this wire, and we don't want any sharp ends, tuck that in. So this is how the frame will look like. I still have a little bit left, but this I can use it, so I will save that and I'll discard the smaller piece. So this is what we have so far. So this is the maybe this loop is a little bit bigger than this, but that's okay. So it's a free form wire wrap, so that's what it is. And now take the head pin, put the barrel bead first, and then our heart-shaped bead. So now with this I'm gonna do a wire wrap as well. So keep your wire here, bend it at 90 degrees, reposition your pliers. When you're repositioning your pliers, I am moving it to the almost the middle, because I want this loop to be a bigger loop, because as you guys see, this is a nice and thick wire, 18 gauge, so we have doubled up, plus there is a free-form wire wrap, so we want this to freely move it. So now once you have that, before you wrap it, just open it up a little bit bigger and then see which side you want the front to be. I want this side to be the front, so I add this. At this point, take my pliers and then hold it right there. Just be very careful, and then wrap until you reach the bottom bead. Once you reach the bottom bead, snip that off. Tuck the tail in. So that's ready. So I have pulled out this ear wire from my stash. So it's a small ear wire. This is a little bit long earring, so it will match nicely. So there is a loop here. So you just twist open this. Twist and open it towards you, just like that. And then add this into, like, whichever side you want it to be, you can do that. And then twist and put it down. Make sure it's completely closed. There you got your earrings. It's a very, as I said, free form earrings that you can make, very cute and dainty. So we finished the first piece, first pair. So let that be here. Let's do the next one. What do we got here? So this is the earring, right? Candy earring. So I pulled out a ear wire which the color matches. It's like there is two colors. This is KC golden and this is bright gold. You can see the color difference. It looks more like silver in the camera because it's night. So twist open towards you and then add this here and close it like that. So that's another earring. I mean, I kind of don't like this ear wire for this earring. It just makes it look a little bit longer. Maybe a shorter one will be good, but maybe, I don't know. It looks okay. So let's make this earring. So you can make your own ear wire with the same with 20 gauge, because it has to go through the hole in your ear, so you can make your own ear wire for this purpose. So this is a head pin, so I'm taking the crystal, the roundel, the crystal here, right? Okay, I'm doing a regular basic loop. So bend the wire at 90 degrees, about say 1/4 of an inch. Cut the remaining wire. Take your round nose pliers and make a loop. Okay, there we go. Let the loop be here. Now let's do the other two dangles. This is a very thinner gauge wire, so I add a seed bead, 11 seed bead, and then this bead. Take it and make a wrapped loop. It's a very thin gauge. I think it's a 28 gauge. I'm not so sure what gauge it is. I got this head pins from India. So here we go again. If I directly add this, it will come out. In some case it was coming out, so I just didn't want to take a risk. So I added the seed bead. Just a regular wrapped loop. I like to do wrap loop with a 22 gauge wire. That's the perfect thing. Even with 20 gauge wire, it's okay to do a wrap loop, but not with gemstones. Tuck that tail in so that there is nothing sharp that can catch. So we need to make this frame, and this is an 18 gauge wire, copper wire, which is coated, and I use my nylon jaw pliers to straighten that out. This wire is a very particular wire that I got from Joann's. I need to go and get it. I'm almost done. But I really like this 18 gauge wire, and the brushed gold is a very, very nice one for me to have. So here we go. I just did it with the spool. I didn't cut it, so I don't know how much it will so here we go. Just I'm wrapping it around the biggest size in the step looping pliers, just like that. Okay, it has to completely crisscross over and be flat. So then take this. Okay, one, you have to make a loop, so you need to straighten that out. The other one needs to wrap around. Okay, so what I did was take this and straighten the wire just like that. I'm gonna cut about, say, here, half an inch. Okay, so now just slowly bend it open. You have small slot which is open. Now add your beads. You can either add it from the top or from the bottom, so all the candies go in. Okay, now take your pliers and hold this. Okay, otherwise the shape will be distorted. So hold this and kind of wrap it. See that? So maybe, yeah, it's almost the same. So now I need to snip this off at the back. I had a little bit extra so that I have enough to wrap around. So that's what this is all about. So now I need to bend this top wire at 90 degrees. Okay, so just trim a little bit more. That's good enough. And then take this and make a loop. So I want the loop to be completely in, and adjust it however you want to. See that? Okay, so there we go, and that's pretty much the same. All you need to do now is open up the ear wire, like twist open towards you. See how I'm resting it on my fingers so that I don't distort anything. So open up that and then close. Make sure there is no gap in it and cinch that up nicely. And our earrings, the second pair of earrings is done, so let's keep that in the dish. So now the third one. Okay, so open this up. This is going to be pretty simple but cute long earrings as well. So if say you don't have that wire, 18 gauge wire or aluminum wire or the copper wire, so this is something that you can do with the head pin and or eye pin. So I use the head pin, for the bottom part. So just this bead. So I'm just going to take this bead in that head pin, bend it. See, when I bend, I don't hold it right after the bead. That will break the bead. So just leave a little bit of a breathing space and then bend the wire. Cut it. Save that. You can use it as a head pin. Take this wire, make a loop. Once you make the loop, put that down. Take the head pin. So take the heart bead. So I did one heart bead, one of this dark tanzanite color. Okay, the other heart bead, it's totally up to you. You can use any pattern you want. In the middle I use this gold lined Mayuki seed bead, 2 of these. Okay, and then followed by a heart crystal, then this darker color golden bead, and then the heart crystal. This is the pattern that I followed, but you can do anything you want. And at the same time, the piece that we saved from the head pin, you can achieve that in this, but I really wanted a bigger loop here. As you guys can see, I have a small wrapped loop right there, and this size is also with the step or bail making pliers. So this is the first size only. I don't think so. I think it is. No. I think it is this size is what I feel. Yeah, the third, 1, 2, 3. No, fourth. Okay, so now, first of all, I bent this wire at 90 degrees, just leaving a little bit of space because we need for wire wrapping, and then bend it. Keep this fourth loop inside, just in between. Take it around. Okay, see this, it's on the side, so we need to straighten that up. So what we are going to do is we are going to straighten this up. Just like that. So I'm just seeing whether, okay, I'm just going to hold it like that. Nice and round it is, right? And see, I bent the wire already. Now hold that and you want to wrap it once, so then you automatically, it just kind of, wrap it and tuck that tail in. So there we have our finished piece. So now all you need to do is open up this loop, twist open, add it to this winding that we created. That's a very cute one, right? Yes. And then gently just comes off very easily. Hold on to that and gently close this loop. All you need to do is open up the ear wire part. You can also open the loop there, but I suggest to open up the ear wire loop. You know why? Because we have beads here and it's nicely sitting against the loop. We don't want to distort that shape. And here anyways, the bead on top is a little bit wobbly in the ear wire. So that's the third pair of earrings. Such simple earrings, and all I have been using is the step looping pliers or the bail making pliers, and it makes an awesome shape. You can use any mandrel you want, and this is the smallest mandrel, like the fourth big mandrel, and this is the biggest mandrel that we have. So I hope you guys like these earrings. If you make them, do share it with my Facebook channel, Facebook page, and it is in the description box below. I would love to see what you guys come up with, the variation in this pattern, or any inspiration from my channel. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys like this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos couple of times a week. Thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to support my channel and donate, there is a heart symbol in the bottom description box, thanks written right next to it. You can give, that's called super thanks. You can donate as much as you can. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.